Hello.
Hello, Mikołaj. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Nice to have you here. So let me start first with a short introduction of our team. We have Kamil Sobolewski with us, who is a Chief Economist of Employers of Poland organization. We have Daniel Krajewski, a solicitor, managing partner in MWDK, well-known law firm in Poland. And we have also myself, Krzysztof Łuczak, CEO of cloud services software house IT company in Poland. This is our team. So let's move to the presentation, to your speech.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Mikołaj Napieralski and I'm currently studying in University High School in Toruniu, a beautiful city located on the bank of the Vistula River. However, I was born in Grudziądz, a very charming city. My main interests are history, especially the history of Polish parliament, and the history of art, especially Polish architecture of the interwar period. I'm also interested in law, with which I want to bind my future. I have been successful in each of these areas. I took the 9th place first in my specialization, which was the history of parliamentarism in Poland, in the historical Olympiad, and the 5th place in the art history Olympiad. I also achieved a high score in competitions on knowledge of law. I developed also my interest by participating in conferences, seminars, and scientific lectures. I was also a member of Law Society organized by the former ombudsman, Professor Adam Bodnar. I'm active not only in a scientific, but also in social issues. I'm an active member of youth associations, whose aim is to increase the participation of young people in the political life of the country. I'm also active in the Youth Assembly of the Kujawian-Pomeranian Voivodeship, which represents youth from the entire province. Personally, I dream that in the future, the voice of young people will be taken very seriously by adult politicians and other people in power. I would also like to point out that I participated in the process of creating the Youth City Council of Grudziądz. I have participated many times in social campaigns for human rights. I participated in and coordinated the organization of the local Amnesty International letter writing marathons. I also participated in protests and demonstrations on important social issues, for example, protests in solidarity with the fighting Ukraine. I'm no stranger to volunteering. So far, I have participated in volunteering during cultural events such as the Toffee Fest International Film Festival in Toruniu, or the Chopin and His Europe, the International Music Festival in Warsaw. I also have experience in volunteering such as collecting food or essentials for the poor people. Participating in helping poor made me even more sensitive to the harm and social injustice that affects many people in our country. I can see clearly now how a certain part of society suffers from poverty. Activity in each of these organizations allows me to gain experience on how NGOs operate. Thanks to my activities in the organizations, I get a lot of experience in the field of increasing the activity and participation of young people in the political life of Poland. Also, I can use the experience I will gain in my future work, because I would also like to develop legal regulations that will increase the participation of young people in public life. I already have my own development path that I would like to follow. At the beginning, after graduating from high school, I would like to start law studies at Jagiellonian University in Krakow. After that, I will apply for internship in the European Parliament or the United Nations organization. In the future, I would like to professionally deal with issues related to the legal aspects of the functioning of large companies and corporations. I have my own plan for development, but I'm open to various other possibilities, which is why I want to take part in this scholarship. I believe that it can convince me to change my place of study from Poland to the United States. Thank you for your attention, and now I'm more than ready to answer your questions.
Thank you, Mikołaj. Well done, very good presentation. So let me start
Thank you.
with the question. You have very clear career path. You want to be a lawyer. Why do you think this visit in Silicon Valley will help you to develop your main interest and will help you in your career path?
Such a trip to Silicon Valley will allow me to meet new people my age who are very interesting, diverse, and inspiring. This will allow me to build a network of contact with many people, which may be useful in the future when I need to opinion of a specialist, for example, in chemistry, physics, or another engineering or technique. Above all, however, this trip will allow me to gain experience in aspects of the functioning of large corporations, which will be useful in my future work as a lawyer. Companies operating in Silicon Valley operate in the same international legal system as a large part of corporations in the world. As I mentioned in my introduction, in the future I would like to deal with the legal aspects of the activities of such companies. Going for this scholarship will allow me to learn about the legal aspects of introducing new technologies to the market, not only locally, but also internationally. Interviews with representatives of large corporations like Google or LinkedIn will be an opportunity to learn about the difficulties faced by their companies when introducing various technical innovations and how they try to solve them. For me, as a future law student, getting to know the challenges the company face, their work, as well as the legal system in which they operate would allow me to make a decision about choosing a specific branch of law that I would like to deal with professionally in the future. Also, meeting with representatives of corporations will allow me to learn what legal aspects will be very important in the future of the law connected with international corporations.
Thank you, Mikołaj. Kamil, please proceed with your questions.
Thank you, Krzysztof. Mikołaj, a very nice presentation. You are very well structured and you really do a lot of things. What drew my attention was the argument that young people should take part in the investment decision taking decision process in the country. So do you have any specific legal solutions that you would suggest to increase the share of youth in the decision-taking process? Thank you.
This is a very nice question because our government must face with the problem that many young people have voice that they want to be heard by the people in power. I think that our law system must take these voices very to the hearts, because I think the young people have another perspective for many problems in our country. I think we should mark an age in which we can vote to 16 years old, not 18 as we have now, because I think that if more young people can vote, that the voice of young voters, the young perspective for many problems in our country will be heard by the government, by the people in power. Also, I think we should, I think the government should create some kind of council with representatives of many young societies, associations, because I think this would lead to create a new law, a new ideas to increase our law system. And I think the young people don't want to have some knowledge about politics, about policy, because for them it's too boring. And I think this is the issue, the problem with which our generation would face in the future, because our generation in the future will lead this country as prime ministers, as representatives in parliament, in senate. And I think that young people should put more interest on the current situation in our country, because it's very important for our brightened future of our country.
Mikołaj, can you name one country where people have voting rights from 16?
I heard about the Netherlands, but I don't. But I don't.
You're not sure. Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Daniel, please proceed with your question.
Mikołaj, you mentioned that you want to study at the Jagiellonian University, and you hope that after this trip to the Silicon Valley, maybe you will change your mind and you'll be inspired, and you want to study in the US. At what university would you like to study, and why?
To be honest, I want to go to Columbia University or Harvard, because I think this will be a great opportunity for me. But before this scholarship, I won't go to Jagiellonian University, because I think this because this the most magnificent and on the first place on many rankings university in Poland I will educate on teach many things on it, and I think that this can help me in my future work, because I think the professors on Jagiellonian is very, very talented and have much knowledge about the problems that they are teaching the young students. I also think that that my decision about or go to Jagiellonian or some United States university I will face it about 1 year from now. So I think I would think about it in about 2-3 months. So I think if I go to this scholarship, if I meet with some people in the United States from their universities, from their educational system, I think my decision can change. Can change in one moment. So I think this scholarship is great opportunity now only by these things that I mentioned some moments before, but also for this for making this decision.
Okay, so maybe we can move to feedback. Kamil, can you share with feedback?
Very short feedback as we ran out of time. I think you have very good structure of your interests and of your presentation. I'm not sure how well it fits to the idea of traveling to Silicon Valley, which is a place for people connected rather to technology or biotechnology. I think it could satisfy your interests as far as learning in or studying in the United States is concerned. But I'm not sure that the benefits for all the others are as big as with other candidates.
Daniel, please.
Mikołaj, I really liked your presentation, the fact that it was clear and straightforward. And as we are running out of the time, actually, I hope that you would get to the Jagiellonian University. I understand that this is something you dream about this, so all the fingers crossed on my side, and all the best for you in the future. So good luck.
Thank you.
Very good presentation, structured. You know what you want to do in the future. You have your plans, goals. Just, finger crossed to achieve them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. In 2 weeks' time, you will have feedback.